Alrighty, y'all, I got another trade-in here. Little Murray 22-inch. It's got around a 4.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton on it. This is kind of the way it came. Guy had it in his trunk, and so he took the handle off. It doesn't have a safety cable on it. I think, I always say this, I think I've got one, because the spring is there and everything's there. I think I've got one that'll fit onto that handle. You know, the pull rope is here. He did say it ran. It's missing it's missing one of the gas tank bolts. And so the gas tank is pretty loose on it. And you know, the air filter's pretty dirty. And the oil is pretty low, and it's pretty dark, which is par for the course for the trade-in. Look under here. The blade is in great shape, though. I just need to sharpen it up. But a nice trade-in. Just a little bit of a couple places on the deck where the paint's come off. I'm not quite sure when this mower was made. Manufacturing date, December of 2003, December 14th. So, looking at about 13 years old. Just a nice basic push mower. These sell pretty good around here. And so I should have it running. Should have it ready here in just a little bit. Tightening up a few loose ends on it. And so let's get started. So we have the handle on it. I've put the pull rope on it. I'm going to try and find a handle and a cable, which I should have. That'll work. Wanted to show y'all how they were having it running, which is not uncommon for me to see. Looks like they pulled the spring back and put electrical tape over the over where the cable usually sits, so that the mower would stay running. And I don't know how they turned it off, whether they pulled the spark plug boot or something, but I'll reattach the spring also whenever I find the cable, and I'm going to fasten this gas tank on a little bit better, and we'll see if she'll run. So it's not exactly the correct cable or handle or anything for the mower, but it was a Murray cable. It is a little tight, but it is fastened up here, and it works great. Just pull it back, and it works like it should. So got me a good working safety cable out of my stash, and got me a little nice comfort grip handle, even though it doesn't quite fit the molding of this handle here. But you know, you hold it on the sides, you're gonna be just fine. So let me keep working on this. I've got the tank tightened up, so we're about ready to start this thing up to see if it'll run. Alright, so there was no oil in it. Basically, it wasn't even touching the dipstick when I put it on level ground. So put new oil in it. I will change the air filter once I get it running. It's in pretty rough shape. So you might see all the dirt and stuff on it. That's no biggie either. It's got some gas in it. Looks like it's pretty fresh. So I'm gonna give this thing a start and see what it does. At the worst, it probably just need a diaphragm, but it may not even need that. We will see. So started on the first pull. So you can hear it starting for gas, so I'll probably have to put a diaphragm on it. Yeah, it's gonna need a diaphragm. But that was a one pull start there. First time I had heard it run. As y'all saw what I was doing there with the diaphragm. Usually I can diagnose it just by pushing the mower forward and then pulling it back really quickly. That usually will help diagnose if it's a bad diaphragm. If the diaphragm is good, it won't bog down and choke like it was doing. So, but with it being a 2003 model, it's past due for one. So we'll put one in it, and I will clean it up and give this thing a final start. I wanted to give you all a quick look at the air filter that was on this. I don't know if it's the original one, but let's just say it probably is, and it's been used very, very well. But just a little quick tip, because I always say, you know, I'm replacing carb diaphragms and replacing air filters like it's nobody's business sometimes. If you or somebody like me and end up replacing a lot of carb diaphragms and a lot of air filters, Amazon and eBay are great places to find stuff for really cheap. Yes, I've got these are Chinese made carb kits because they shipped from China. Took about a month to get here, but you know, if you order them in time, and I'll probably order one since I've only got 2 or 3 left now, you know, they'll get here in time for you to need another one. And I buy them at like 5 and 10 at a time. Same thing with primer bulbs, and same thing with air filters. Most of the time, yes, they do ship from China, but if you go to the store, yes, you'll get the spring and the screen with it, but in the Briggs and Stratton packets. But you know, if the screen and the spring and the ones here are good still, then you're just totally fine. I've never had any problems by just replacing these, and I've put probably about 12 or 13 of these things on different mowers. And versus getting them, you know, for $4 a piece, you get them for like 1 or 2. And so the savings does add up after you replace more than about a dozen like I have. And then the air filters I can get for about a little over $1 a piece too, if I buy them in bulk. And I've used almost all of the air filters I have, so it's just you get basically the same deal, because you know, these are like $6 or $7 if you go to the Lowe's or Walmart or whatever to buy them, and those savings add up pretty good. I've put probably a good 15 air filters on lawnmowers since I've started doing that. And so, like I said, the savings adds up. And you know, when you're selling $50 and $60 push mowers like this that need tune-ups, every little bit that you can save counts. You don't want to cut corners, but you know, saving on parts like that'll give you just the same protection and fix it just the same as your genuine Briggs and Stratton parts. It helps pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna clean the air filter housing here, and I'm gonna put the carb diaphragm in. But figured, you know, if you are looking to save a little bit of money, that's a decent way to do it. So here it is, cleaned up. Unfortunately, took off a little bit of paint with the water hose when I was cleaning it, but since this mower is about 13, 14 years old, that's not uncommon that some of the paint was bubbling on it. But it's still in great shape. You know, just a nice little push mower for somebody. I cut the grass with it, and it did just fine. So you know, just a tune up on this one, which was nice, and a little bit of freshening up, which is kind of what's been pretty standard so far this year for my mower trade-ins, especially, or particularly the last few, and the ones that have this type engine on them. So let me put this down and give you all a final looking start for it. This one likes to cycle up and down a little bit until it finds its groove, but once it does, it's nice and pretty quiet and ready to roll. Cut the yard great the other day too, so nice and smooth and everything, so no vibrations at all on this. That left front wheel's a little bit loose, but might tighten it up if I'm able to. But apart from that, I've got a nice $50 or $60 mower for somebody here. I'm sure I'm going to have some more coming down the pipe pretty soon, but this is just the latest one that's ready to go. Right here in the heart of mowing season. They're selling pretty quickly, and they're selling pretty well, so it's another one going, and thank y'all for watching.